Hey everybody! I figured while I was uploading the video that I took yesterday, right now, I'd come out here in the backyard today and show you kind of what I've been doing, some of the things that have lived, some of the things that have died, and I'm in the greenhouse right now. So let's look at everything in here. I've got a table set up. This is just a regular, just a folding table. I think I mentioned this once before. I'm gonna put shelving in here. I don't know whether I'm gonna build it or what, but I figure I really don't need this greenhouse much for the rest of this season. So since I only have a few plants, I thought I would just stick them out here quickly and use this table. It's serving the purpose just fine. And we've got lime basil right here. Pardon me, I've got some allergies this morning, so might be sounding like I have a cold. I've got lime basil right here. I've got a couple of those. Got some pots here that had broccoli in them at one point. Most of my tomatoes are dead. I've got Voyage tomato here that's not looking so great. This one isn't doing too bad. We'll see how it goes. I've got eggplants. They're doing very well. Some of them have died though, but for the most part they're doing well. I've got the Amazon chocolate tomatoes. Now, if one of them's looking pretty darn good, the other one's not looking so great. All I really want is one plant out of this just to see what they're like, see if it's something I want to do next year. Now that I've got the greenhouse, I don't think I'm going to be starting any seeds inside the house, and maybe I can avoid this next time. But anyway, if this one plant here pulls through, I'll be happy. And I'll show you some other tomatoes here in just a second that I'm really surprised at how quickly they came up. So I'm getting some seeds from Makeup Attic Forever, and I was kind of thinking, well, maybe it's going to be a little bit late in the season to start. It's still really early. These plants, well, I'll just show them to you now here. These are some of the seeds I have left over from the Matt's wild cherry tomato. And right now, I planted these just, maybe a week ago. I'd say about a week ago. Maybe a week and a half tops. And these already are bigger than the ones that I had planted for about 5 or 6 weeks when I brought them out here to the greenhouse first. So I'm really excited how quickly these are moving, and I think actually I'm going to start any new seeds I get probably just straight in the ground. Watermelon. This is the mix of watermelon. Don't know whether it's going to be a small personal watermelon or a Moon and Stars watermelon, or whether they've crossed with each other from last year, but these are seeds that I had from last year. So, these could be really tiny Moon and Stars watermelon, or they could be really giant personal-sized watermelons. That wouldn't be personal-sized anymore, of course. I've got one purple jalapeno survived. It looks like it's going to pull through. I went ahead and planted the rest of these with some seeds that I had left, and I might need to water just a little bit here. These are the Chervina Chusca sweet peppers. Got about 5 of those left out of all the ones I had. The King of the North peppers are surviving very well. Got those right there. And then these are the casualties. I'm just kind of setting them off over there. Once I move this stuff out of the greenhouse and move the table out, I'm going to just dump that dirt probably into one of the garden plots here. Here's my door closure system that I've got going on. Just a little clamp for now. All right, and I don't know if you can see this or not. It looks a little dirty now. This is pollen. Mostly pollen. It's been yellow and green up here. This is the caulking that I did on the windows to kind of keep them down. I've got a brick up here because this one hasn't quite sealed up all the way yet. I'm going to have to go through on that one and redo it. But yeah, most of this is just dirt and just kind of some dust and pollen. Quite a bit of pollen, I would say, just because of the color it was when it was first out here. All right, run quick over here. Johnny jump ups are looking good. nice and pretty. You can't kill those once you plant them. I think we planted those 2 or 3 years ago, and they've been coming back ever since. This is the Parks Whopper tomato that I got from Home Depot. Now, like I said, it's a hybrid. I'm not planning on saving the seeds, but yeah, from the description, it looked like it was going to be a good plant. And a lot of my tomatoes had died at that point. I just wanted to get something that was, that looked healthy and that was going to produce tomatoes. My main goal at the end of the harvest, or during the harvest actually this year, is to make a lot of spaghetti sauce and can it, a lot of pizza sauce, salsa. We've still got a lot of tomato soup from last year, and just tomatoes. I'm just gonna can some tomatoes, and then we can make whatever we want throughout the year. I planted onion seeds last year, and they just overwintered. Didn't cover this bed up or anything. It got down into the below zeros a few times, and it's doing well. And the garlic chives I planted about 3 years ago, coming back. Pretty tasty stuff there. All right, let's go over here and take a look. Sorry for the sniffles here. All right, in this bed, nothing's come up yet, but a few days ago I planted this half with Bait Alpha. It's BEIT Alpha. It's a Israeli cucumber. I'm kind of excited about that. So there might be about 15 plants in there. We'll weed them out as they go. Right there, nothing's come up yet, but there are orange glow watermelons. And then on this half I planted Tigger melons from seeds I saved last year. Here in this garden we've got some more spinach, like I showed you in the last video at the community garden. Asparagus is doing a lot better than I expected after being shoveled by the kids. There's another shoot coming up right there. And I expect probably this year this is going to spread out even more. So maybe next year this whole bed will be just nothing but asparagus. Now, right here I've got Swiss chard, rainbow Swiss chard. Just a small row of that, and then I've got another row of giant German radishes. This end seems to be doing a lot better than this end. Not sure why. They both get about the same amount of sunshine every day, so not sure what's going on there. Strawberries, this is Harris's plot here. Very good on strawberries. He's got some lettuce coming over from last year, from when I had the lettuce plants in there with him. And he's planted orange glow watermelons along this edge and along this edge. And Maddie has planted, well, she's got some strawberries going here. Maddie's planted orange glow watermelons, giant pumpkins, kind of in a mixture here. And also, what else? Zucchini. She's planted some zucchini. And here are my tomato plants that have come up. As soon as they grow up a little bit more, I'll toss some more dirt on top of them, just so they keep going. I did plant some over here on this edge, but they have not seemed to come up yet. So we'll just go with what we have. Okay, I'm going to try to do this quick because I'm running out of time on the video. This is the mess of strawberries and iris. Never plant strawberries and iris, or actually, never plant strawberries in a bed that you don't want completely taken over. But I think last year we only got a few strawberries off of the entire group of plants here, but every one of these has multiple flowers on them. So I think this year we're going to end up with quite a bit of strawberries. Haven't planted anything over here yet. We're just going to see if the wildflowers come up from last year, and it looks like they are starting. That's good. Got some catnip coming up in there. This is Maddie's new redbud tree that she got from school. We planted that here in the yard, so we'll see how that goes. Let's see, back over here, potato in the container. I planted another one over here, but again it didn't do anything. And more iris over here, and raspberries. Like the strawberries, the raspberries are taking over everything, and I've actually seen them coming up in the backyard. So they're spreading out. I don't mind if they spread out through this whole bed, so we can have a whole line of raspberries next to the house.